The princess climbed to the tallest tower in the castle. There she found a little old woman working at a spinning wheel. The princess had never seen a spinning wheel before. "Come here, my dear," the old woman cackled. "You can try spinning for yourself if you would like." The princess reached out and the old woman took her hand, guiding it to the sharp spindle. The moment the princess's finger touched the spindle, she fell to the floor in a deep sleep. The king and queen were overcome with sadness. They laid their sleeping daughter on a silk bed and covered her with velvet blankets. So that the princess would not awake to a world where she knew no one, the fairies cast a spell over the entire kingdom. Every person and animal fell into a deep sleep. Before they left, the fairies cast a spell over the trees and bushes surrounding the kingdom. The plants grew twisted and thorny so that no one could pass through. Years passed and the kingdom remained fast asleep. One day, a prince from a faraway land came to the bramble with thorny trees and bushes. He could see the towers of the castle in the distance. The prince went to a nearby cobbler's house where he asked about the castle. Year after year, men have tried to make their way to the castle to awake a beautiful princess who lies sleeping, the cobbler said, and each has failed. The prince would not let that stop him. He rode his horse toward the castle. Again, the prince came to the bramble of twisted, thorny trees. As he entered, the trees and bushes turned into beautiful wild flowers. The prince was amazed. He arrived at the castle without a scratch. The prince found the entire kingdom asleep. He walked through the castle, checking each room for the princess. Finally, he found her fast asleep. When the prince saw the princess, he gasped at her beauty, and his heart filled with love. The prince leaned down and gently kissed her lips. The princess's eyes opened, and she smiled at the prince. "You are my prince," she said. "You have finally come for me." With those words, the spell was broken, and the entire kingdom awoke. The king and queen rejoiced. It was not long before the prince and princess were married, and they lived happily together for many years.